3 months into a felony criminal damage investigation, there's been 3 arrests. Phoenix police believe Bryan and Matthew and Lisa Karlovsky vandalized 16 cars with damage costing more than $45,000.
It's kind of shocking that grown adults would do something like this to 16 cars. We figured it'd be like kids, somebody a little younger, somebody with less to lose.
A victim Arizona's family previously spoke with says vulgar messages were keyed into his car around 5 p.m. on January 28th near 55th Place and Shea Boulevard. According to new court paperwork, Long told detectives he went for a walk that evening and ran into his neighbors, Matthew and Lisa Karlovsky. The couple was in Matthew's white Audi at the time. They heard a pro-Palestine protest going on nearby outside the Congregation of Beth Israel and headed that way with intent to damage the protesters' vehicles, and Lisa was the instigator. Long says he saw Lisa damage approximately 10 cars, etching the Star of David on many of them. He called her out of control, claiming she even spit toward the protesters at one point. Profanity and phrases like baby killers and murderers were also carved into cars. After a negative interaction with the protester, court records say Long admitted to investigators he used a screwdriver to scratch a Subaru. Court documents say Matthew drove them there and acted as a lookout. All of this was caught on surveillance video. I stopped by all of the suspects' homes on Friday. Long answered the door but did not want to speak with me. All 3 appeared in court and faced 10 counts of criminal damage.
I'm a little bit surprised there's 10 counts. Based on what I discussed with the detective, and I was very forthcoming with him.
The facts support physical damage to one vehicle at your hand. The other 9 allegations that you've been charged with will fall under accomplice liability.
Court records call this vandalism hate-filled speech, but it's not clear if detectives are investigating this as a hate crime. All 3 suspects are due back in court next week. Live in studio, Michaela Marshall for Arizona's Family.
Michaela, thank you for the update. Take a look at the